everybody, my name is Raini and welcome back to my channel. Today, I would like to bring to you a review of one of my most favorite book of last year, The Weight of Our Sky by Hanna Alkaf. I bought this gorgeous from Bookalicious last year. I had to get it in a hardback because it comes with an exclusive animal pin. There's a pin, you guys. It's gorgeous, right? I'm a sucker for animal pins, so I had to get it in hardback. I actually picked up this book last year for my Asian literature course. Before I bought this book, I actually went through, before I read the synopsis, I was going through the author's note, and it said that it contains graphic violence, death, racism, OCD and anxiety triggers. And then I thought maybe this book was not for me. And then I was like, why not go out of my comfort zone? Because it was one of my goals last year. I wanted to read that is not, fantasy, that is not romance. Why not read something that is about your country? So I got this book, and I have to say that it wasn't easy to read this book. It was very challenging, but I managed to read it, and this book, you guys, deserves 5 stars out of 5. And I cried for this book as well. Before I give my full review on this book, I would like to talk about the author Hanna Alkaf. Basically, Hanna was born in 1985. She's currently 34 years old. She is living here in Malaysia, but she received a degree in journalism from Northwestern University. She used to be a copywriter, and she did a few works before The Weight of Our Sky. She wrote about a few short stories, Gila, A Journey Through Moods and Madness, The Girl and the Ghost Chronicles of KK, Little Basket, 2017, and she basically wrote The Weight of Our Sky last year. Last month, Hanna Alkaf actually won US-based Freeman Books Awards for her debut novel, The Weight of Our Sky. The Weight of Our Sky is an historical fiction that is about race, culture, mental representation, and religion set during 1960s of Malaysia. This girl named Melati Hamad, who suffered a mental illness, obsessive disorder, OCD, and her survival story during the racial riots back in 13th May 1969. The Weight of Our Sky was extremely a tough book. Personally, for me, it's not an easy read where you read with a glass of wine, but it was obvious that it's going to be hard from the very beginning of the first sentence. But what I didn't know was the love for this book. I didn't know that I was going to love this book. I honestly, when I picked it up, I thought I wouldn't like it. But I guess my curiosity about the riot, because honestly, I didn't know much about these racial riots that happened back then in Malaysia. It's not something that you read from the book textbooks, from my history textbooks. It wasn't, I couldn't get much insights from my parents as well, and I couldn't picture it, but this book helped me to picture what actually happened back then, but through the eyes of Melati Hamad. The combination of cultural references and mental description made this book a remarkable journey for me. It actually, I didn't know that you could write a book in such a way, and basically I wanted to see this being made into a movie, because I think this book has a lot of messages, especially to Malaysians out there. Anxiety and OCD was a big part of Melati, and I love it how Hanna presented in this book. Usually the books that I read usually have characters that are flawless, but this book, Hanna Alkaf actually created a character that is, so flawed, and that has OCD, that has mental depression. It is amazing how she could write such a beautiful way. I loved all the characters from this book, especially Melati, because she actually went through a major change in this novel. And we have characters such as Frankie, who actually changed a lot, and his transformation throughout this book was amazing. There are a lot of themes that I could actually see when I read this book. There is love, survival, hope, friendship, and so on and so forth. I'm very thankful for this book, and as a Malaysian, I truly feel at home when I read this book. Fun fact, you guys, Webtoon actually came up with 20 episodes. Webtoon is basically a digital comic. If you're not into reading, then I suggest you guys to go to Webtoon, type out The Weight of Our Sky, and then there's a total of 20 episodes so far. And I'm actually scared to watch because it wasn't easy to read, and now it's in visual form, so I will give it a shot. I've so far watched only one episode, so the last updated episode was 5th of February. This book is a representation of every Malaysian. And you guys, I'm going to read one of my most favorite quote from this book. Is actually a Malay proverb. So it goes, di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung. So for the international readers out there, this is actually the meaning of this proverb. It means where we plant our feet is where we must hold up the sky. We live and die by the rules of the land we live in, but this country belongs to all of us. We make our own sky and we can hold it up together. This is a heavy read, yes, but this is one heck of an emotional read also, you guys. That's all from me. If you have read the book, please comment down below what you loved about this book, what you disliked most about this book, and if you have not, it's time to pick up this gorgeous. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe my channel, you guys. Thank you.